Good evening and welcome back to the channel. Today I got a very interesting topic that I wanted to discuss, talk about. It's about gold and silver. Uh, what I've been hearing for years: buy gold, buy silver, buy gold, buy silver, buy gold and buy silver. Why? Well, if the economy collapses, society collapses, and such, you'll be protected because of the gold that you bought. Gold and silver that you bought. It'll protect you. Well, I'm going to call BS on that, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. Um, I still think if the economy crashes, society crashes, cash will still be viable. And there are other things that'll be just as viable as cash in gold and silver and other precious metals. So let's just say now, gold and silver, I learned years and years ago it's a big old scam. You ever notice the price of silver goes up, gold goes up, gold goes down, silver goes down? I still ain't really figured it out because I'm not an economist on how they calculate all that. But in today's society, gold and silver, decent option. Let's just say you lose your job, you become unemployed, or whether through a layoff, say you got hurt on a job, or you got hurt outside the job, and you're totally disabled now you can't work no more. Okay? Let's just say you have a little bit of money in your pension fund, not a lot to live on. Let's just say you apply for Social Security disability and you get approved, which is a long process, by the way. And you get a little bit of money from that. You put them together and it's like, still ain't got enough money to live. Even if I cut out all the extra expenditures and just have money to pay, the rent or the mortgage, the utilities, food, insurances, phone, that kind of thing. So your only option is to sell your gold, your silver, or whatever else you got. Get as much money as you can out of it. But you better hope that if that happens, that when you do sell it, you're going to sell it when the price of gold and silver are at the higher end of the scale, not the lower end. Okay? So let's just say, you figure out how much gold and silver you got ounce wise or whatever. You go to cash it in. All right? Let's just say you get, I don't know, let's go beyond what I think most people would get as far as what people really have saved up. Let's just say you have enough to, say, cash in $100,000 worth. So now you got that $100,000 worth of hardcore cash because you just got rid of your gold and silver. So now you're putting it in your banking account to go with the other income that you got coming in. So you hopefully have enough to live comfortably for quite a while until you get over your situation. Whether you find another job, if you're just laid off, or God forbid you're disabled. Hopefully that $100,000 spent correctly to supplement the income that you got coming in, it's going to last you quite a few years, right? But let's just say tomorrow, all hell broke loose. World War III started. Nukes are going to start flying across the ocean at each other. Us to Russia and China. China, Russia's back to us. It's going to be all over the place. Hundreds of millions, if not billions, of people are going to die. It's going to be complete chaos. Okay? Once it's all said and done with, everybody either exhausted, their stockpile of nukes, shooting them at their enemy, or they lost a lot of their stockpile because they were targeted by your enemy. So let's just say it's all done and over with. There's no more nukes. The world's in complete devastation. Okay? Cities are burning. People are dying from radiation poisoning and other horrible, horrible effects of a nuclear war. Okay? At that time, nobody's thinking about food and how they're going to survive. They're just thinking about surviving now. Okay? So let's just say a few months go down the road, people are trying to get back into some kind of normalcy, even though it's never going to be normal. People are trying to pick up their lives and start over again as best they can in what's going to be called the new world. Because the old world is no longer. So now let's just say you were lucky enough to be living in an area of the country that wasn't targeted very heavily by nukes. I mean, you're miles and miles and miles away from any military installation that was targeted or any big major metropolitan city. Okay? You don't have clean running water, you don't have electricity because everything's been killed, right? Everything's been kaput. So now let's talk about what happens when, okay, you try to get up and get moving, but you weren't the type of person or family that bought any of that storable food that could last up to, say, 25 years. You don't have the means to start to grow your own food. You don't have no seedlings laying around, for like cucumbers and lettuce and tomatoes and corns, things of that nature that you might be able to grow in a garden to help you along. You don't have any of that. Okay? You got a very limited supply of food in your home to feed your family. So now time's running out. It's running out very fast. All that food is being depleted day by day. You're down to, say, maybe your final week of food. What do? So now you're going to go out and you're going to try to find some food. Whether you steal it from your neighbor, if they have any. Okay? You go to some kind of a makeshift food stand that was set up. Okay? A lot of your neighbors, maybe local farmers, they got food. They put up some kind of a food stand, right? So you go up to your local food stand hoping to get some food, but you've got nothing. You got no money. You're gonna say, "Well, sorry, you still got to pay for it." Well, what do you mean? How can money be worth anything nowadays? And they say, "Well, you still got to pay." Okay, I say, "Well, I don't have no cash, but I do got some gold and silver and other precious metals put aside that I was going to sell in time of need, in case of an emergency." I'm talking about physical gold, not gold and silver that you might have bought on paper through a brokerage firm or a bank or whatever, or some other scam outfit out there selling it. You got physical gold, but you have to give up all that gold and silver to buy a little bit of food to feed your family. So what are you going to do when that new bit of food that you bought for your family may only last a couple of days? What are you going to do when that runs out? How are you going to pay for it? Okay? That's why I still think the way society's programmed, if there is cash lying around, people are going to use it. I also think the way society's been programmed for many, many years now, all your electronic devices Big screen TV, even though there may not be no power. Okay, people might have generators, right? Big screen TVs, more than anything, game consoles, cell phones, things of that nature. I'm still willing to bet people take those items, okay, from you if they have something that you need, which is food. And you know what else I think? If you want gold and silver and other precious metals, if you want to buy it, make sure you get it physically in your hands, that you can lock away somewhere. Don't be buying this gold and silver on paper, pretty much is what it is. 'Cause I can guarantee you there's not enough gold or silver on this planet to pay out to each and every individual who purchased it. Okay? Because when the economy does collapse, the banking systems crash, all that paper, all that gold and silver you bought on paper, poof, it's gone. How are you going to get it? Because I can tell you right now, all your governments around the world, including the United States of America, are buying up as much gold and silver as they can possibly get their hands on. And you think they're going to give it to you? Hell no. So if you want to continue to buy gold and silver, fine, so be it. It's okay to buy now in today's current society, but get it physically delivered to your door. Okay? Because when the economy goes poof, all that gold and silver that you purchased, that somebody else is holding on to you, if they even have any, it's gone. How is it going to get to you? The government crashes, the banking system crashes. You think the post offices are going to deliver to you? No. They're going to keep it for themselves. That's what they're going to do with gold and silver. I don't have gold and silver, and I'm quite happy as a lark that I don't own any. I don't plan on buying any in the future. So take this for what it's worth. Think about what I said. Like, share, tell me I'm full of shit in the comment section. I look forward to hearing it. Have a great day.